Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar and U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem held a joint press conference in occupied Jerusalem, reaffirming the country's long-standing support for Israel. Now, considering Kristi Noem's visit, what factors suggest that U.S. support for Israel will continue even if Trump's alignment with Netanyahu weakens?
Actually, as everyone know that Israel is a spoiled baby or a girl for the United States, and the United States will never ever think about letting Israel down. They will continue supporting them in the international arena, in the international, in the UN committees, and protect it as much as possible in military forces and military supplement as much as it needs. The American supplement of the weapons didn't stop for any like single while during this 19 months of attacking Gaza and this 19 months of escalating the attack on the Palestinian people, not just in Gaza Strip, but in everywhere in the West Bank and Jerusalem as well. The political support is not less than the military support from the United States for Israel. The efforts that the United States ambassador in the UN that is working together with the Israeli ambassador in the UN to not letting the meeting in next June happen for the two-state solution and break the alliance for the two-state solution in the United States is one single sign or method of what kind of support will the United States give to Israel, even if there's some tension between Netanyahu and Trump in the way of dealing with this war in Gaza Strip. But the main goals for both of them is transferring Palestinian and putting authority on Gaza Strip, controlling the resources in Gaza Strip, and transferring the Palestinian from it. As we all hear Benjamin Netanyahu when he mentioned in his conference a few days ago, he says he put three goals for this war, and one of these new three goals was implementing the plan of Trump. And this plan is by transferring the Palestinian and putting them in what it's look like ghettos in the south of Gaza, preparing them to be in a situation unlivable and without any resourcing of living. So they will push them to be transferred out of Gaza Strip. Who refuse this plan will be escalated or killed, as we say, by pumping, by attacking them, and or by starvation as one weapon of attacking the Gaza these days and the collective punishment on Gaza
Okay,
Strip.
Ms. Natcha, let's break it down bit by bit. First, now Trump's decision to send Noem to Israel, does it verify his already strained relationship with Netanyahu?
He has a very strong relation with Netanyahu. Netanyahu has a powerful lobby in the United States that can control the government in the United States. We witness a lot of these actions that shows the powerful of Netanyahu and his wife Sarah in the United States. And I think that every single president in the United States can understand the strength of the Israeli lobby in the United States, and they can't make any action without the pressure of this lobby. Biden give like a very an open check for the Israeli to enter to the data and the military sources in the Middle East in his period. And now we witness Trump rising all the control that it's put on weapons and pumped that to be exported to Israel and send them like hundreds of these bombs. That means that he has a very strong relation with Netanyahu. He just want to have like a break from this war on Gaza Strip, so he can release the prisoners and show himself as a um, prophet of peace
So
in the Middle.
when Trump bypassed Israel during his Gulf tour, was it him trying to send a message to Netanyahu, or was it uh, a, a gesture for the Gulf Arab states?
Before his visit, he put like a separation between his relation with Israel and what he is willing to or planning to have relation in the Gulf states. So he put the Gaza and the war on Gaza file under the table, and they didn't discuss any of these issues during his visit. Although we put a lot of, or we handle a lot of hope on this visit, that maybe Mohammed bin Salman will make like exchange between the American interest in the Middle East and the Gulf, especially with a political decision about what is happening in Gaza or stopping the war in Gaza. But it didn't happen as we hope as Palestinian. But still, Trump is trying to separate every file and every plan from other plans and other issues in the Middle East. So he invests in his visit to the Gulf state to make his economic investment and put all the political issues in the side.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't give even a chance for discussing these issues by saying that he has like some unstable relation with Netanyahu in these days, avoiding the pressure on him that must put in on in Israel as like exchange for the benefit that he will take from the Gulf state. But yeah, although Trump is making like a plan says America first, and America first meaning that the interest of America and the economic investing of America in the Middle East is more important than showing himself as a prophet of peace, although he is willing to win Nobel Prize for peace in his presidential period. So he will do everything to show himself as a hero who achieved a very unique agreements, not just on the Israeli-Palestinian file, but in other files on the world. But I think this way of peace by force
Yes, well,
that
Ms.
he
Natsh, with a deep personal rift between both leaders, how has Trump's approach potentially undermined Netanyahu's agenda? Does it undermine Trump's plan for rebuilding Gaza and displacing the Palestinians there?
I think this is the point of disagreement between Netanyahu and Trump, because Netanyahu want to control Gaza by himself, by the Israeli, and Trump has his interest in Gaza and the resources in Gaza and want Gaza Strip to be controlled directly by the United States. And I think this is the only thing that they didn't agree on it yet. But both Netanyahu and Trump didn't well to have any Palestinian state on Gaza or government in Gaza. They are willing to transfer the Palestinian. They are willing to put control on the Gaza Strip and end any Palestinian government in Gaza. So I think that they have a lot of joint point more than the disagreed point between Trump and Netanyahu. And I think that they can solve this tiny issue between them and maybe separate maybe they can join the control on Gaza Strip and the resources on the Gaza Strip. And I think this is this company that they established in Gaza for what they call it humanitarian aid and controlling the humanitarian aid in Gaza is one single model of the cooperation between the United States and Israel in controlling Gaza in the future.
Mm-hmm.